Ricky, and we're working on a variations of kind of a strange posture. It's peacock. We're going to work toward peacock prep, and I personally have some pretty severe shoulder issues, so I won't be able to demo a lot of stuff, but I will be able to guide you in. So it's Friday today, as of this recording, and last Friday, I had somebody drop off an envelope at the front desk for me, and my Friday students know that Friday is my sushi day. There's a place right up the street called Prime Sushi, and I got out of class last Friday, and there was an envelope waiting for me. I know it was for me because it had my name on it, and it was a $100 gift certificate to Prime Sushi. Like, score! And then a gal was coming in to take my 5:15 class later in the afternoon, brought me a bottle of tequila and another gift certificate for Prime Sushi. So I got like $150 worth of free sushi coming. And then 3 days later, I got a surprise check for $500. And then two days after that, I finally got my tax return back from last year. So it's been a stellar week of abundance. And the thing with abundance is, I'll continue that story. Let's get you going. So come in the tabletop and rotate your hands backwards. Point the fingers toward the knees and start taking some cat cows there. Inhale takes you to cow. Exhale takes you to cat. Oh, I forgot to tell you to start the playlist. I beg your pardon, guys. I'll wait for you to do that. That's my bad. I apologize. Or you don't have to use a playlist, of course, if you don't want. And continue your cat cows with your fingers back behind you. Take about 3 more. And then release. Give your wrists some rolls. And meet in forearm plank. Palms flat to your mat. Make an 11 with your forearms. Might need to bring the hands out a little wider or the elbows in a little closer so they're nice and parallel. They tend to go out kind of like this. Start to rock forward and back a few times. And stop rocking and breathe in. Lift your right foot a few inches off your mat. Spread your toes. And exhale, float it down. Breathe in, lift your left foot, spread your toes. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, right foot. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, left. Exhale, lower. One more time each side on your own. Every time the toes leave the mat, spread them. You should be complete with both sides now. And walk your feet forward to dolphin pose. So it's like a down dog, only you stay on your forearms and your elbows. Ujjayi breath. And it's going to be your choice. We're going to down dog, so if you can, if you got it in you, lift both elbows at the same time. Most of us don't have that in us. Then do one elbow at a time and meet in down dog. And do you, pedal it out. Move slowly, explore a little bit. When we do move slow, we usually find something that we were unaware of, just like in real life. And go ahead and establish your down dog. Press the heel down And with the heels down, energetically, try to lift your toes. Doesn't matter if they actually lift, but just the effort is all that's required. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Commit to pressing out bubbles under the hands. A little gecko squeeze in the fingertips at the same time. Leave a little baby bend in your elbows. Breathe in here. And exhale to ragdoll. Feet can be out hip width or mat width or anything in between. The object is, as much as possible, ribs to thighs. And you probably need to bend the knees to do that. It's going to be much better for your lower back, though. Continue with your Ujjayi breath. Place your feet to where you like to normally practice. I used to be a toes together guy. About a year ago, I like about 5 inches between my toes now. Breathe in, come on up, standing at attention, hands at heart center. Lift your toes, press down with everything else so your quads engaged. Now you can float your toes back down to keep your quads engaged. Hands in front of your heart. The place is so full of abundant, beautiful things. I should say abundantly full of beautiful things. So we can also have abundance in things that are we find uncomfortable. So when we want to manifest, it's important that we. The biggest trick is to just visualize that thing has already taken place, or that you already have it. Because when we put that thought out to the universe, I wish I had this, it means that we're living coming from a sense of lack. And the law of attraction works very well. So just assume those things that you desire are there, and they will be. And let's move, guys. Breathe in, mountain pose, arms up. Spread your fingers. Are your quads still engaged? Exhale, forward, fold. Full breath to get you there. Breathe in, half lift, and keep breathing here. So if you want to take a look at the screen, we want this part of the back really flat. So you may need to bend the knees to do that. So we're moving away from this and toward that. So it takes a lot of glutes and back muscles to lift your hips. Breathe in here. Exhale, step back to plank. Pause and breathe. Hips as high as your shoulders. If they go higher, we're kind of heading toward down dog territory. And if they go lower, we start to sway down, and it's not so good. Try to create more space between your shoulder blades. Press your heels forward. Keep breathing. Audible sound. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, come down to your belly. Prepare for baby cobra. Point your toes back. Use leverage into your toes and breathe in, lift your chest for baby cobra. Try not to have much weight on your fingers, your hands. Such a great back strengthener. With a strong back, the spine is happy because it's nice and secure and safe. Breathe in. Exhale, lower to your chest. Breathe into plank, however you like to get there. And exhale to downward dog. On your inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe into half lift. Remember that flat back, so overcompensate if you can. A little bit of a back bend. Exhale, fold. Remember the strong legs as you inhale up to mountain pose. Quads engaged. Exhale, fold. Head's the last thing to come down. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, plank. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, lower to your belly. Point your toes back and point your arms back for locust pose. On your inhale, lift everything you can. For 4, 3, lengthen your breath. 2, and the next exhale brings you down. Good job. Breathe into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. We'll pause and breathe here. Pull your right hip back. Confirm that you have a nice long stance here because we're coming up to Crescent Lunge in a bit. And most of us feel a little more comfy in Crescent Lunge if we have a nice long stance, because that way we can press that back heel forward. Exhale to prepare. Breathe in, come up, Crescent Lunge. Right hip back. Back heel forward. Squeeze your bottom 2 ribs into your body. So we'll get your core a little bit more firm, more energy flowing through your body, and you're also protecting your lower back. Breathe in here. Exhale, eagle your right arm under the left. With my shoulder things, I can't do that these days. So right arm under the left. And breathe into a back bend. Keep your bottom ribs in. They tend to poke out every time we go into a back bend or even reach the arms up. Breathe in here. Exhale, twisted eagle over to your right. Similar to a revolved lunge, except we're still in our eagle arms. So be kind to your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades a little bit closer together here. They won't go far, but it's going to protect the shoulders. Keep your breath long. Exhale here. Breathe in, vertical twist, right arm up and back, like so. So the shoulders and the torso tend to kind of lean forward in this. So if you want to take a look at the screen and slide them back. Squeeze your outer glutes in toward each other. Prepare with your inhale. And exhale, wave the arms, a warrior 2. Spin around. Press into the knife edge of your back foot and the knuckle of your front big toe. Relax your shoulders down. As you inhale, reach forward and reverse warrior. Continue to lift the arch of your back foot. Press your front knee toward the right. Prepare with your inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. So your elbow can rest on your thigh if you like. If you want to challenge a little bit more strength, straighten it out. Top arm can go straight up, or if you want more in the side body, you can reach it toward the top corner of the room. Main thing is to keep the hip down. Twist your ribs to the left here. Breathe in. Exhale to plank. Breathe in, shift forward, And exhale, tabletop. Breathe in, cow pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. So I'm going to cue the next side through a cow pose as well, instead of the traditional vinyasa, because this peak posture is really wrist heavy. I don't want you on your wrist too much today. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Ankle right below the knee. Sometimes it doesn't quite make it up that far. And if it didn't, just kind of walkie the toes forward. Pull your left hip back. Check your right hip. Did it collapse down? If it did, lift it. Long lunge here. Exhale, prepare. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Go through your checklist. Back heel forward. Ribs pull in. Breathe in here. Exhale, eagle the left arm under the right. Breathe into your back bend. Take a few breaths there. Keep your ribs in. I know I say it a lot. It's really takes a long time for most of us to remember to do that. I know it did me. I didn't even know I had ribs, my body on my mat for the first 8 years. Exhale here. Excuse me, breathe in here. And exhale, twisted eagle. Long breaths. Remember that shoulder blade trick. Keep them pulling a little bit toward each other. Exhale here. Breathe in, vertical twist, left arm up and back. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe in. Exhale, wave your arms around to warrior two. Even weight on both legs. Shoulders over the hips, so bring it back. I caught myself leaning forward a little bit there. Exhale here. Reach forward. Breathe into reverse warrior. Continue to press your front knee to the left. Strengthen your back leg. Turn your ribs to the right. Breathe in, please. Exhale, extended side angle. Create even weight on both legs. A lot of times the hips want to stay up, so bring them down. It doesn't matter how far low we reach. It's more important, this line from the top shoulder to the back heel. Breathe in. Exhale to plank. Lower your knees. Tabletop. Breathe into cow pose. And exhale to downward facing dog. So that's your option. Anytime you like, actually. That back bend, the cow pose, takes the place of the upward facing dog. And that back bend it's important. It gets us, it sends energy through the spine. All that energy from our postures. And let's flow, guys. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, crescent. Exhale, right arm under. Breathe into your back bend. Keep your ribs in. Exhale, twisted eagle. Breathe in reverse. Excuse me, breathe in crescent. Vertical twist. That's on me, guys, sorry. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in reach and reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in heavier back leg. Exhale, plank. Either option. Breathe in, shift forward. You can come bring down, knees down if you like. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cow pose. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, steps through, low lunge. Breathe in, crescent. Exhale, left arm under the right. Breathe in your back bend. Don't forget your ribs. Exhale, twisted eagle. Breathe in, vertical twist, rise up. Exhale, spin around, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. Spin your ribs to the right as you breathe in. And exhale, back to plank. Knees down if you like, otherwise chaturanga. Inhale to back bend of choice. And exhale, down dog. One more time through. Breathe in right leg. Spread your toes. Exhale, steps through. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, right arm under. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, twisted eagle. Breathe in, vertical twist. Exhale, spin around, warrior two. Breathe into reverse. Exhale, side angle. Breathe in, confirm weight is even on both legs. And exhale, back to plank. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or knees down. Breathe in, upward or cow. Exhale to downward. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, steps through, low lunge. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, left arm under the right. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, twisted eagle. Breathe in, vertical twist, right arm up and back. Exhale, around to warrior two. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in here. Exhale to plank. Knees down if you like. Flow through with your own breath. Take whatever option is for you. Wonderful. And knees down to your mat and lie down on your back for eagle crunches. And wrap your right leg over and your right arm under. Start with your left toes on the mat. So breathe in to prepare. And we're going to do it really slow, but we're only doing 6. And exhale, slowly crunch up. 4, 3, elbows and knees toward each other. Inhale down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more on your own. Slower we move, the stronger we get. the arms bound like this, an eagle. As we mentioned earlier, keep a little squeezing energy toward shoulder blades toward each other. Should be about on your last one. And when you finish, switch sides, of course. Left leg over, left arm under, or just give yourself that big hug. Works just fine. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale slowly up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, but don't hold it. Then inhale down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 5 more just like that. It's still totally possible, especially moving slow like this, to keep our Ujjayi breath going. Those long 4-count breaths with a little pause at the top and the bottom. Should have right about 2 more now. Slower the better. And it's probably about done now. And come up to a boat pose. I'll try to get a little bit different angle here. Boat's one I'm okay to do these days. Bring your hands like so, so the palms would face up. Press your elbows into your thighs, and if you can, get your elbows really close together and the pinkies touching, like you're serving something in your hands. Now press your elbows towards your belly. So my shoulders won't do this move right now. We were speaking about abundance. I think I'm not only having 1 shoulder surgery next year, I think I'm having 2. So we can have abundance of good stuff, or stuff that we want, I should say, and abundance of stuff that we don't want. And you're good, guys. This posture that you're in here, you're in peacock prep. You're just upside down. Hopefully that'll make sense later. And roll forward and back and meet in down dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, crescent. There's a change. Exhale, revolve lunge. Prayer twist to your right. If you feel undue pressure on your outside of your hip, please bring your back knee down. I modify all my twists anymore because my hips don't like it. Last 2 breaths. Come on up, breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle your right arm under. Get your back bend. And warrior 3 with eagle arms. Launch forward, press through both heels. Pull your left toes up toward your knee. Continue to draw your shoulder blades just a little bit toward each other. Exhale here. Breathe in 1 leg mountain. And take 3 crunches here, just like you did on your back. Keep lifting your left toes. Last one. Inhale, one leg mountain, release your arms. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe into half lift. Exhale, plank. You can chaturanga or you can do your cow thing. Inhale to your back bend. And downward dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, prayer twist, revolve lunge to your left. Arm variations if you like. One arm variation is to split the palms, fan the arms open. If you're a binder, you can do that. You got 4 more breaths. If your palms are split, exhale, hands to your chest. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle under the right. And launch forward, warrior 3 eagle arms, what I call threeagle. Spread your toes. Anytime your fingers or toes aren't on the mat, spread them out. Exhale here. Keep your eagle arms, breathe in, one leg mountain. And take 3 of your crunches, nice and slow. Second one. Third one. And as you release, one leg mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe in halfway up. Exhale, plank. Your choice. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or knees down. Inhale, up dog or cow. And exhale, down dog. And lie down on your belly. We did locust earlier. We'll work toward half locust now. So arms long the side of you, feet pointing back. And if your elbows hyperextend, leave your arms right there where they are. If your arms don't hyperextend, rock your hips left and right and try to get your elbows and palms underneath you. Now, I'd say at least half of us, our shoulders aren't built to be able to do that. And so I really don't want the hands to be out here on the floor. I would either want them here or there. Exhale. So if your arms are underneath you, lift your legs, press down into your hands. If your arms are beside you, lift everything like we did earlier. Full locust. And the funny thing is, half locust is 5 times harder than full locust. So use the leverage from the hands. Press, press, press. Lift the legs. The higher they go, the lighter they get. And release. Bend your knees, heels up toward the ceiling. And windshield wiper a couple of times. And floor bow. Reach up for the outer parts of your feet. Some of us, it feels nice to find the inner parts of the feet. We get a little more opening across the chest and the heart center. So your choice, outside edge or inside edge. Inhale here. And kick and lift. So press the feet into the hands and lift the chest. Tuck your tush under. If you want to roll forward and back, you can. Breathe in here and release. If it feels good, windshield wiper more. And then meet in tabletop. So remember when we were in boat pose, we had to try to get the elbows close together and the hands palms up. Now, again, my elbows won't do that because of my shoulders these days. So that's where we're heading toward. Spin your fingers back. Try to get the, got the hiccups. Try to get the pinkies to touch here. Now, some of us will be able to, first of all, bring your knees out really wide. Some of us will be able to lift the palms of the hands and get the forehead to the mat. Others, just don't use your hands, bring your foreheads to the mat, and then replant your hands like so. And you're in peacock prep. So palms will be flat on the mat. You may need to adjust them. If you want to go further, walk your knees closer together. If you're good there and you want to go further, start to walk the feet back like your legs would be in plank pose. And the elbows are hopefully pushing into your belly. That's your pedestal, your shelf. If you want to go further from here, try to lift your head. It's really heavy from this angle. And if you are there and you want to go further, try to shift some weight forward, and maybe one leg or two legs will come up. This is a weird posture. Lots of things depend on how you're built here. And let's call it a day with that one. Come up, have a seat on your heels, do a little wrist rolls, tight fists, nice slow roll. Maybe shake them out a little bit. And roll down to your back. Supine Pigeon. Once you're on your back, place the soles of the feet to your mat, bend your knees up, and right ankle to the left thigh. Flex your toes. Encourage your right knee away from your chest. And switch sides. Left on top of right. Like a figure 4 on your back. Encourage your left knee forward. And release. Both feet to your mat. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. And let's take a brief bridge posture. Plant your feet, knees pointed up, slide your feet and your heels towards your glutes, and breathe in and lift your chest. Notice that your ribs want to poke out here, so encourage them to come back in a little bit. Magnetize your knees toward one another. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Fallen bridge or windshield wiper. Some people like Supta Baddha Konasana here. I can't imagine my body liking that after a back bend. And supine twist, friends. Right knee toward your chest. Extend your left leg long. Breathe in. And exhale, roll over to your left hip. Usually feels good to slide the hips over to the right a couple of inches here. We want to find a position where we get as comfortable as possible and enough to be really lazy in this posture. And if you squeeze your left fingers in behind the bend of your right knee, that can help a lot of us to work less in this posture. Soften your belly. And the thing with manifesting, if we send the message to the universe or to through our prayers or however you do it, if we word it or we think it in such a way that I'm lacking, this is the way the energy, this is the same energy that comes back to us. Because we are always given what we desire. But to think of it as already having manifested is a great, great, great advantage. Go ahead and come back to center, please. Little knee squeeze. And roll to your right when you're ready. Slide the hips over to the left. Probably get you in a little more comfortably unless you're really twisty already. So an example of abundance that we assume will already be there, or that is already there, is our breath. We always assume that we're going to have another breath. And we do. So we're never concerned about it at all. We know it's going to come. We know we have this one now. And we trust another one will be there. It's one of my favorite principles in yoga is surrender. I learned a lot about that a few years ago. To trust in that higher source that we're always going to be provided for. And if we think about it, we always have been provided for. And how many times have we been in that sense of lack and wondered if things are going to be okay? And they always are. They always work out. Come back to center with your knees. And if you want a happy baby, you can do that. We're heading towards Savasana, of course. When you're ready, stretch out, take up all the space you can. Heels out about as wide as your mat. Elevate your heart, that most abundant portion of you. So walk the shoulder blades a little closer together. Lift your butt and tuck it forward. All the breaths will come on autopilot. And I'll bring you out in just a little bit. And if you're on a schedule, start to be aware of your breath. Always trusting that the next one comes. What if we could do that with everything in our life? Or at least do it a little bit more often. I had some of that happen to me this past week. Someone gifted me a gift certificate for $100 anonymously. I did figure out who it was later, though. Then another student comes in, gives me a bottle of my favorite tequila and another gift certificate for Prime Sushi. 3 days later, I got a surprise check for $495. And 2 days after that, I finally got my tax return from last year. That was a nice chunk of money. Just in this sense of abundance all the time. If you like, move your fingers and toes. Bring a hand to your heart. As a matter of fact, stack both hands on top of your heart, flat on your chest. The place where abundance resides. Abundance of all things beautiful and loving. Compassion. Forgiveness. And thumbs to your third eye. Honoring each other, no matter where we are, who we are, how we are. And we say, Namaste. I think I kept you over a minute, maybe two, and I apologize for that. Have a great day, guys. Bye.